Hello, Fort Campbell. Colonel Troy Prairie here, and I want to take a minute to talk to all of you about information and where you go about getting information in our community, our beneficiaries at this time. I know a lot of people out there are asking, where can I go? How can I get in touch with some people? If I need information, what are my options? Well, today I want to give you the 3 key options that we at the hospital are asking you to do. Number 1, we want you to get educated. I hear people all the time say, oh, this is just the flu, or this is, people are blowing this out of proportion. I want to reassure you that is not the case in this for COVID-19, okay? And I'm not going to go into all the eaches, but I'm just going to ask you to get educated. And there are a lot of websites out there giving good information and bad. 2 sources that we encourage you to go to: coronavirus.gov. It's part of the CDC, or Center for Disease Control. That is an excellent website with tremendous information, both patient information as well as doctor information, and the most up-to-date information that we have. The other place that I would offer you is the Fort Campbell homepage. Right up top, there's a COVID-19 link, and you just click on that, and everything that's up-to-date specifically for Fort Campbell, Blanchfield Hospital, our community, and what we're doing and where we're at is listed on there. So start with those 2, and please educate yourself so you understand the severity and need to be educated in this particular time. Number 2 is the nurse advice line. If you start to get symptoms and you're concerned and you want to speak with somebody, I would encourage you to call the nurse advice line or the NOW. It's open 24 hours a day. There's wonderful nurses waiting on the end to talk to you, very educated. Obviously, they've got set algorithms and a lot of information. Additionally, they've got a link or a phone. They can transfer you right into our phone triage center that we've got set up. We have dedicated at the hospital 7 lines specifically with nurses, trained nurses, to be answering questions from 0600 until 9 o'clock, specifically to talk to folks about COVID symptoms, to do an assessment of you, to understand your risk, and to give you guidance on whether or not we want you to stay home or whether or not we think we need to bring you in for evaluation. The most important thing you do at this point is understand that many people have cough, cold symptoms. Some people have flu-like symptoms. Many people even have COVID symptoms at this point, and it's hard as a medical professional to know exactly what you have. But for the vast majority of our population, 90 to 95%, based on what we know about COVID so far, you don't need to come running in. We would rather you give us a call, get educated, understand your risks, stay at home. Let us talk you through it. Again, after dealing with the nurses, we'll make an assessment and then we'll bring you in if we need to. So the nurse advice line is your second option. Your third option, and I want to warn you, the nurse advice line is a national line right now, and it's sometimes hard to get through. They're very busy, and sometimes you just can't get through. So the third option, which is working and working well right now, is our appointment line. You call that line if you call it during duty day, or if you can call it all the way up to 9 p.m. Again, from 06 to 9 o'clock, that line is available, and it takes you right into our, as you call the appointment line, one of the first options right off the bat is an option to go right into the COVID center, and they'll put you in with our nurses, and you can talk with the nurses. The wait with the COVID nurses is minimal right now. It's less than 3 minutes. It's even, most times it's going to ring immediately. As the demand goes, I assure you, we are going to do our best to expand that capability. If we have to go to 24-hour option, we will. If we have to go to 10, 15, even more nurses, we will do that. Our promise is to make sure that you can pick up the phone, call somebody, and get answers. What we're asking you is, please don't just come running in. Let us talk to you. If we see the need based on risks and talking to you about your symptoms, we will give you directions to come in to our COVID evaluation locations, where we'll assess you and decide whether or not you need admission to the hospital or whether you can continue to be treated at home. Again, those are our 3 options. We thank you and we appreciate it, and all together we can beat COVID. Thank you.